But how old were you when you got you got selected to join High Five?
I was like 15 going on 16.
Wow. Okay. And so your parents, here you are telling them that I'm about to join a group at a 15-year-old. And what did they say? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Oh.
Nah, my mom wasn't trying to hear that. You asking all the right questions, because in the book I discussed that. I talk about that as well, how my mom was like, boy, you crazy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, but the reason I asked that, because it's a different thing, because as I said, when I spoke to Mike and Slim from 112, they were all together and they were doing it together. And so when they finished high school, they kind of moved into it. So it's a little bit different when you grow up with the guys and you're close to home and you're moving in, but they're based somewhere else, and you are by yourself. So it's a big thing for families to trust and just thrust you in there. And at that time, I don't know how many R&B groups had young kids, teenagers. I mean, we talk about New Edition, but they were very rare. The others were a little bit more mature and older. So did you not worry about, it's a risk just at this your young age, finishing high school and before going?
Well, now, I mean, we finished high school. I wound up going to school in Texas, and relocated out there.
Okay.
So we all finished. But it was about opportunity to do something great.
Yeah.
That I thought was great.
Yeah. Now, when you joined, had they finished recording the album, or were they still?
Yeah, no, the first album was done.
Okay.
Basically, I came in because I remember I got into some trouble, and they wanted to still keep the High Five. They still wanted to keep High Five going.
Yeah.
And the record company gonna put money into it, things into it, and that's when they started looking for another member, so that they could just keep the ball rolling.
Okay.
And I was just blessed to be that one. And I helped promote the first album and sang live, in the concerts and all that. And
did you appear in any of the videos of the first album?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was in Kissing Game, Can't Wait Another Minute, Quality Time. Never should. Oh, everyone except for Just Can't Handle It. I was in every video, man.
Wow. And I interviewed Damian Hall from Guy, and it was that same situation where he replaced Timmy. The album's already done, but then because he's in the video and stuff. So for you, how was that like for you, just coming in and listening to the type of music? Because I asked Marcus, how was it like seeing Teddy and then recording, but then now Teddy, you're in the video and you're singing to I think that it got to #1, Kissing Game, one of them. I mean,
it was great, man. It was great. It was great to be a part of it. I wanted to be a part of High Five, and I wanted to do whatever I needed to do to be the team player, and hold the fort down and keep it going, and when my time come, and just kept it going, man, and doing and putting my energy out there and doing what I felt I needed to do and contribute to the group, and which is my swag and all kinds of other things as well, vocals, so yeah, man, I was excited, man. I was a young boy, you know what I'm saying? So I was a young boy.
How was it, the instant fame? Because here you are coming from the Bronx, you performed in high school and stuff, but now you're in a group that has a #1 single in the country that is not just R&B, but the Hot 100, and you've got one of the best lead singers that was out there in Tony. The fans being on stage and thousands and thousands of people crying out for you guys. How was that personally to adapt to that as a 15, 16, 17-year-old all of a sudden?
I mean, you know, at the end of what I talk about in the book is how I did my first show in junior high school and how I felt this type of energy for everybody screaming. So I've been yearning for that for the longest time. So when it was set upon me, I embraced it. At a young age, I probably abused it, but now I know how to appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, as I said, there is that, you know, I don't think anyone can prepare you for instant fame and celebrity and that type of adoration. I guess there's no manual around for it.
Yeah, there's no manual, man. You gotta jump in the water and pray you know how to swim.
Yeah. Now you had four guys.
Watch out for all the sharks.
Oh, the sharks, yeah, yeah. We've heard so many stories that the sharks have become too common for us. But you have four guys from the same neighborhood, you know, speaking the same Texas swang. How was that for you coming from New York, adapting to, you know, and fitting in with four guys from what, you know, the same neighborhood that and have known each other for a long time?
I mean, it really didn't bother me, man. I'm an easygoing person, you know. I think I got a pretty cool personality, and I get along with anybody who want to get along with me.
Yeah.
So that's what it was about, man. The vibe felt good, the energy felt good, and God kept on speaking to my heart, saying that this is the situation that He's put before me, and I just took it like that. You know, I trust in God and kept it, you know, and just was myself. And like I said, did my part and held the fort.
Now you guys come to do your second album, and you know, and you know, Teddy's not on it, but you get R. Kelly, who was, you know, I don't think at that time people knew how much of an amazing writer producer he was. But and then this is the first time that you're involved in the writing. I'm sorry, involved in the recording of the album. What was that experience like for you, being in the studios, now being able to contribute vocally to the album?
It was cool, man. You know, it was dope. R. Kelly was dope. You know, he was a good personality. Became a good friend of mine. It was dope to be able to be into the whole process, you know, into that whole process there behind the scenes. And it was a blessing. It was a learning experience at the same time. And it was dope. And it just prepared me for other, you know, other situations like that for the future, you know. It was good. And yeah, I remember all those days, you know.
Yeah, but what did you learn about being in the studio? Because when I spoke to Marcus, he mentioned how when they did the first album, that Tony was used a lot more, not just the leads, but a lot of times for the backing vocals, and he always put his hands up to say, look, Tony was an exceptional singer, so it wasn't an issue for him. But for yourself, coming in, what did you learn about the recording process and how much of your vocals could be contributed to the making of the album?
Yeah, I mean, it was cool, man. You know, like I said, I did what I was supposed to do. I knew what they signed me up for, you know, to be that baritone. And I went and did my notes, and it was cool watching Tone do his thing. I mean, Marcus is right. Tony's a phenomenal singer. I mean, his gifts and blessings goes without say, you know. So to be able to work with him and be in the studio at the same time and do these songs and that people love was great, you know. It was a great time for me to be able to be a part of that.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly to press the notification bell so that you can be notified when we do have a new interview. Loads to come, but thanks a lot for watching.
You know.